Alright, what's up? Amayan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use Samsung Smart Switch on PCs. This is so you can create a backup of your Samsung phones on your laptops or PCs or desktops. First of all, search for Samsung Smart Switch, click on the first link and use the Microsoft Windows Store link to download. This won't open up the Microsoft Store, it will automatically download the exe file on your laptop. Well, if you are using macOS, you can use the macOS download, but in my case I am using a Windows system, that is why I am using the Microsoft Windows Store link. This will download, say yes to the prompt, and here we go, the installer begins. This will continue installing Samsung Smart Switch. Keep in mind that you can also install it from the Microsoft Store, but I recommend using the web version because that's the best one. So let's agree to the terms and conditions and click on next. Okay, now we wait for the installation to complete. So the installation is now complete. Let's hit finish and this will open up Samsung Smart Switch application. Now we have to wait for it. This will give us a notice and it will also check for updates because that file is not up to date. So if you don't see anything, just open it up again and you will see the notice. Well, I'm gonna click on confirm. Now you can see we have a Smart Switch update. Let's click on update. This will update several times, so don't worry about it. This updates like 2 to 3 times maybe. Okay, now let's wait for the first update to be installed, and this will give us another exe file or the installer file, and this will install now. Just say yes to the prompt and this will begin the installer. Okay, the installer is doing its job and updating all the files of the previous installation. Okay, now the installation is complete and Smart Switch is updated. Let's hit confirm and we have another update. This is the second update after the first installation, so yep, it only updates about 2 times. First is an application update and the next is some component updates. Now all we need to do is wait for the update to do its job and we will be right back. Okay, looks like the update is now complete. Let's click on the OK and this will open up our Smart Switch application. Okay, now we have the full up-to-date version of the Samsung Smart Switch. Let's hit confirm and we won't see any notices again, hopefully. Now let's check some settings before we connect our device. So in the preferences there is you can connect a backup file wherever you want. You can install the latest software, but yeah, you can change the location later or right now, however you prefer. We can check for updates once more. Yep, it looks like we have the latest version, no more updates. And also we can install emergency software recovery and reinstall USB drivers. I highly recommend that you reinstall USB drivers because sometimes those previous USB drivers are corrupt and this fixes all of the USB related problems, and this is a very crucial step because if you do not have proper Samsung USB drivers, your backup might get deleted or got corrupt or might be interrupted. So I highly recommend that you reinstall the USB driver like I am doing right now, and then we can continue making a backup for our phone. Okay, so the Samsung USB drivers are now reinstalled completely, which means we won't get any more problems with the USB connection. Nothing else to see here. Now let's go ahead, take our phone and connect it with our computer. Okay, now it is asking for USB file transfer. Let me allow it on my phone, and now I need to download the Smart Switch app on the phone. Okay, let's go ahead there and download it. Okay, so there are two ways to download the Samsung Smart Switch. Go to your Galaxy Store or the Play Store, whichever one you prefer. I am going with the Play Store version, and search for Smart Switch and download the Samsung Smart Switch application. Now let's wait for the download to complete, and the installation will begin as soon as the download is complete. This is going to take a little bit of your time, so be patient on this one. Okay, so I skipped the installation. Let's open up the Samsung Smart Switch, hit continue, and we need to give it some permissions. Hit on allow, and now it is ready to go. Now all we need to do is connect our USB cable. If you have not connected it before, just connect it right there. This will show you the charging indicator, and this will start connecting to your computer. This depends on your USB speed, so sometimes this does not take this much longer. In a few seconds, and now you can see my phone is now connected to my laptop. And now all we have to do is go back to our laptop and see what we need to do there. Okay, so my phone is now connected. If you click on device information, you will see everything that you need to know about your phone. There are some other options as well, but today we are going to make a backup of some system files. So this is how you use Samsung Smart Switch. You create a backup, and when you get your new device, just connect it to your laptop and click on the restore button. This will create check for the backup file that you created previously, which I will show you right now, and this will restore your device onto the new phone, which is very amazing considering how many times you get some problem here. You cannot collect data from WhatsApp, which means you have to manually backup WhatsApp. Yep, we know that because WhatsApp is encrypted and none other files can use that. However, this is how you create a backup of your phone. Let's see how this screen looks like on the phone. Well, making a backup is very recommended if you use Samsung phones a lot of the time, and also cannot reset or set up your phones again and again. So let's go ahead and check this screen on my phone, how the backup is made. Let me show you right now. And this is my phone screen. Once I was making the backup, this is how it looked like. Okay, the phone is connected, and here we go. This is while all of your backup file was being created. Yep, the screen automatically dims after 30 seconds. Okay, that's been it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.